Welcome back to Carlisle times 2. This is the one half, the bigger half of the Carlisles, bringing you another Chimps Destruction map. So let's see what we can do here. Let's go ahead. We haven't done some of the beginner maps here. We've been working on intermediate. So for our viewers, let's go ahead and get back to that for them. So let's say, let's go with logs today. All right, so let's look at logs. All right, looking at this really quick, logs has one entry and one exit. Looks like it has a bunch of different paths to go down. Just looking to see, I think all of these can, have to stay in place. You can't remove them, not that we really ever have to do. So of course, one of the things we really need to make sure we focus on is placing our Sauda down in a place where she can hit something more than one time. And let's rock and roll. Let's make sure it is on auto. And then here we go. And of course, we are going to follow up with a Tack Shooter when we get next round. Okay, we'll go ahead and put this Tack Shooter right here. Let's go ahead and get this to a 220 to start. And of course, today we're going to use the Sauda, Tack, Ninja, Alchemist, Helipilot, and Wizard. And of course, a couple monkey village towers to help amp up. Oh, we got some getting through there. They're going to come back, of course. Ba-doom, ba-doom. There we go. Okay, so now let's go ahead and focus on our Ninja and Alchemist. And where should we put these? Tell you what we're going to do. We will put our Ninja right here so we can still hit. We'll take this to a 301 really quick. Okay. Go to Sharp Shurikens next. Here we go. We'll go to Seeking Shurikens. And then finally, we will go to Double Shot. And once we get to that, then of course, we're going to be placing our Alchemist down right there, kind of making a little triangle with Sauda and the Ninja. There we go. Now let's put an Alchemist down. Going to come pretty quick. Here we go. Let's place it right about there. Let's take it up to a 320. Acidic mixture dip. Perishing potions. And of course, Berserker Brew. We'll have it at our 320, and then we're going to switch back over to our Ninja. Almost there. It's around 30. We have now a 320 on our Alchemist, so we're going to switch back to our Ninja to get it to a 401. Then we'll go back to our Alchemist for a 420. And then we'll dip down to our Tack Shooter and get that top level, or the top path 3. Now, roughly around the end of 35, we should be reaching our Bloons TD. So we'll finish out our Ninja Monkey. And then that will be all we do with the Ninja. Okay, almost there. Almost. And Yahtzee. There we go. Now switch back over to our Alchemist. We're going to do the same thing. 420. Of course, our Alchemist is buffing all the local monkey towers there. We should hit around 38, give or take. Almost there. Just a handful more. And we'll go back down to our, I'm going to go ahead and take it off of auto so you can kind of follow on round 40. Okay, now we're just going to save up for this round. And then once we get to round 40, what we're going to do, as soon as we hit it, and we see the balloon coming through the Moab, we're going to go ahead and we're going to initiate the ability of Sauda as soon as we see it. And boom, there we go. Okay, sneaking around there. All right, and let's go ahead and put it back onto auto start, and then let's go ahead and take our Tack Shooter up to a 420. There we go. Let's go ahead and drop down Spike Factory. Let's go ahead and put it right here. Let's take a 1, 2, go down the bottom, another 2, place it on smart. Let's go ahead and get it to a 302. And there we go. We're going to come back to that in a bit. Next, we're going to get to our monkey. We're going to grab a couple monkey villages. So what we'll do is, let's say we'll put one right here. Place another one right within the, there we go. Now for this top one, let's do a 1. We'll do a middle path on the second one. There we go. And we'll come back and we're going to give both of these a 2 on the bottom path. So we have a 102 and a 0, 1, 2. Good. Next, we're going to grab a Helipilot. We're going to stick it up right beside our tower here. Okay, we're going to take a wizard. We're going to place it right here so it gets the benefit. Okay, we'll go ahead and do a 2 and then take it down here. We should get a 3 pretty quick. So we'll have a 203. Let's run back to our wizard really quick. Let's do a 0-2 and let's do a 2 on the bottom for right now, and then let's head back and let's start amping up our Helipilot. What we're going to do is we're going to get it to a 204. And once we get to 204, we're going to jump back to our monkey villages. Just really quick. And we'll have a 202 and a 022 on both of those. And of course, we'll round it out, coming back to our Helipilot, finally taking it to Comanche Commander at a 205. So we're almost there. Another round. We're at round 55 right now. And we should be bringing it up here to the defense. There we go, Comanche defense. So now we're at a 204. Let's switch back to our monkey villages. Let's go ahead and get this first one to a 202. The other one to a 022. And then now we're just going to wait for our next tower, which is going to be, again, our Helipilot. We're going to take it to Comanche Commander, so a 205. It's a 34,500 cost. And just for reference, so you know what we're going to be doing, we'll also eventually bring our Spike Factor to a 402. We will bring this monkey village to a 032 so we can enjoy the Monkey Intelligence Bureau camo. And then we'll take this up to a 402, and that will be all we need. Oh, I'm sorry, we also have our wizard. I forgot about our wizard. We will take that to a 025. I forgot about him hiding in there. Now, for those who want to use the wizard or get the wizard amped up to a 025 before the Helipilot, you can do that as well. You'll get there a little quicker than obviously you do with the Helipilot. It is, you know, a little less expensive, and usually can get there before around 70. But because we're using the Helipilot first, we're going to go ahead and We'll get up into the round between 70 and 80, and then we'll immediately jump on our wizard to get it to the Prince of Darkness. And of course, on this map, you really, again, you can, once you get all these to their respective paths and get them all amped up, you can add other towers if you want to practice with them. Most of them aren't going to really affect too much. But if you want to use bomb shooters, I've shown that in some other videos just to have some fun and learn how to use the abilities. You can do that for sure. And you'll see what I mean, because once we get up into the 90s, probably by, I'm going to say around 92-ish, we're going to have everything on our map at full speed where we want it. And then it's just going to generate from that point, and we probably end up with a 35 to 40,000 of extra change, which theoretically could probably put down another, maybe a Dart Monkey 5-path. Getting pretty close to a Druid 5-path. So again, if you wanted to try that, you can absolutely do that. You don't need to, though. And again, it took me a lot of time to get to the confidence and get past the scary look of these Moabs and everything, especially in the final round. With everything coming through, you think I need to put down more things, but you really don't. And sometimes some of them, if you put certain things down, may actually make it a little more complicated. So keep it minimal if you can. But if you want to practice with them, then that's absolutely fine as well. I'd say maybe put them over a little further on the right side of the map, so they don't really interfere with your existing towers. Okay, we're around 74, and we're closing in on 28,000, so we're almost there. So I think probably around 76, 77, we should hopefully see enough for our Comanche Commander, our 205 Helipilot. And so you see that Helipilot is so important. It cleans up the messes when things get through. Okay, here we go. So we're at 32 and 7. Almost. We need 34 and a half. So it looks like we're going to go into 78, I guess. Oh, maybe not. There we go. Now we have our Helipilot around 70, going into 78. We have it at 205. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to shift back over to our Wizard Monkey and start amping that one up. So now we have it a 023, and then we're going to get 024 pretty quick. And then we're just going to let it go. As a matter of fact, all we're going to do now is just wait to get our wizard to the Prince of Darkness. So we're talking about 31,000, give or take, to get it there. We have 3,000 for the first one, and now another 28 and a half to get it to our tier 5. But I will tell you, nothing's coming through. And so again, once we get our wizard to our 025, then we're going to shift over to our monkey towers, finish those up, and then we will finalize it by getting our spike factory to a 402, and then we'll just watch it finish its way out. All right, so we have about 13 or 12,000 left. We're at round 82. Again, you want to get as much as you can done before round 90. That's when the fun really begins, and you want to make sure you have everything, all your major towers down. At least 2 5-paths. And that's all we use. We only use, on these beginner and most of the intermediate maps, we will only generally run 2 towers at tier 5. Okay, here we go. So we're about to get there. Almost. And there we go. So now we have our Wizard Monkey at 84. Prince of Darkness, it is a 025. Let's move back to our monkey village. Let's go ahead and get this one up. There we go, to a 402. Our second one, let's go ahead and get it to a 032. Getting there. It's going to get there pretty quick. And of course, we get the benefit, not as high of a cost because we have the 2 towers. We get the double monkey commerce benefit, so it brings it down a little. Okay, we're almost there. And Yahtzee, so we're done with that one. And finally, let's go ahead and get our Spike Factory. And again, we're around 88. And we almost have everything in place. I think it's going to go a little into the 90s, maybe I said 91, 92, to get our last tower in place, which will be our Spike Factory to 402. So we're 90 now. Watch as things come through. Boom, boom, boom. They get decimated. We're 91. Okay, so I guess around 92, we will get our Spike Factory all the way up. There we go. And Spike Factory now in 92 is at a, there we go, 402. All right, now we're done. So let's just sit back and relax and watch and see what happens. So around 93, as you see, nothing is getting through. This is the absolute power of this map. Okay, around 95. So 90, 95, and 98, I would say, are probably the 3 most complicated rounds in the 90s. And then, of course, your final round, round 100. But with this team that we have down here, I mean, really, you're not going to have to use any abilities, and it will take care of itself. It is one of the single best offensive, defensive, monkey tower, combos and teams for just about every beginner map, if not every beginner map, and probably about half of the intermediate maps. And of course, as you get up into the more complex maps, it's not quite as effective. Some of these will play into it and will be utilized, but not as you see it now. Sauda, for instance, is not as common when you get into maps with multiple entry points. All right, so around 99, we're almost done. This is a quick one, and here we go. Finishing it off, just to show. We've only used Sauda one time, and that was at round 40. And now it's going to take care of business. And what's going to happen is, it's going to go through, and there's a lot of damage done, but what's going to happen is that Comanche Commander is going to do the rest of the damage. It's going to break up here in just a second. There it goes. And that is about all she wrote. We're at 40,000 and change. And it's almost done. There we go. All right, everybody. So hopefully, if you haven't beaten this map, this is going to help you. And if you have any questions, let us know what you think about it. Let us know what you think about the strategy. If you have a different strategy and use other towers, or would like to see us use different towers, let us know. For instance, a different hero. And until next time, good luck. Congratulations if you beat it, and peace out.